Hey Charles, good to see you again.
Hello.
Zane Horsfall. So today, you remember last week I asked you to create a food record of the last 24 hours, just recording what you ate throughout the day. You did that, yeah?
I did.
Yep.
Yes.
Is that it there?
That's it.
Okay, easy. I'm just going to ask you some questions to determine your eating patterns in regards to the Australian Dietary Guidelines and the Eat for Health program. For this Eat for Health program, the guidelines are as follows. To be physically active and choose nutritious foods and drink to meet your energy needs. Eat a wide variety of nutritious foods from the 5 food groups. To limit intakes of sugars, salt, saturated fats, as well as alcohol. To encourage, support and promote breastfeeding, if that didn't really occur to you. And to care for your food, just like preparing it in good ways and all like that. And while you don't necessarily need to meet these guidelines exactly, like even the exact number of servings and all that, it's a good guide just to like put you somewhere. But it is important that you're eating healthy, nutritious and good foods in the right quantities, otherwise it could lead to malnutrition. Malnutrition can occur from either overconsumption of required foods or underconsumption. Malnutrition can lead to weak muscles and bones, poor wound healing, and a weaker immune system. Excess of these foods isn't necessarily a bad thing. As long as you're burning the same number of kilojoules that you're consuming, you won't see any effects of overnutrition. That is, you're getting all your required nutrients and whatnot. Okay, so if you want to get it up, I'll ask you about each section, like breakfast, lunch, all that, and then I will just make a note of myself and work out the servings.
Alright.
So, breakfast, what did you eat?
180 grams of mango.
Yeah. And for morning break?
10 wholemeal biscuits. 100 grams can of salmon and one apple. A medium size apple.
Yeah. And what about lunch?
7 prawns and 1 cup of rice.
Yeah, okay. And how much did these prawns weigh? Did you weigh them at all?
105 grams.
105 grams. Too easy. And what about afternoon break?
2 beers.
Easy. And evening meal?
100 grams of pork. 1 potato. Half a cup of peas.
Yep.
One carrot. And 2 beers.
Okay, too easy. And anything after dinner?
1 meringue and 2 beers.
Too easy. Okay, let me just go over like number of servings and all that, and I'll go back to you. Okay, so for someone of your age bracket, 73, you should be eating 5 servings of vegetables per day, 2 servings of fruit, 4.5 servings of cereal and grains, 2.5 servings of meats, nuts and eggs, 2.5 servings of dairy, 0 to 2.5 servings of discretionary choices, and 2 servings of unsaturated breads. So you've done well in meeting all the servings for fruit, cereal and grains, and meats, nuts and eggs. You've hit it perfectly, even gone over in some cases, in the meats, nuts and eggs, which is good, lots of protein. For vegetables, you almost hit it, but you just need 1 more serving, which isn't hard. Just adding like a tomato in or something for lunch could go quite well with prawns and rice. You know, not that hard. I do notice you didn't eat any dairy or unsaturated spreads. Is this like a regular thing, that you just don't eat those, or just a one-off on this day?
Just one off.
Just one-off?
Sometimes I use spreads on the wholemeal biscuits.
Oh yeah, and taste, and like some cheese or a cup of milk every now and then.
Oh, yogurt.
Yogurt? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yogurt.
Some limitations of 24-hour food records is they only encompass 1 day, and it could be like an anomaly or something, but for example, you don't eat any dairy or you don't eat any spreads and all that.
No, I normally do.
Yeah, too easy. And discretionary choices. I noticed you've had 7 number of servings. That's 1 beer and a serving for a discretionary choice is 1 per beer, and then the meringue, so 7 in total.
Right.
That's quite a bit over the limit. I'd recommend probably eating less of this.
Okay.
This could be done by limiting the consumption of alcohol. But I believe I asked you to do the survey on a Friday, was it correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I presume you had like a beer or two on Friday or the weekends.
That's right.
It's not like an everyday thing, yeah?
No.
Too easy. Just letting you know, discretionary choices, they're higher on the saturated fats, added salts and sugars, as well as alcohol.
Right.
And one of the points for the Eat Health program was to limit these,
Right.
as it can lead to diet-related illnesses.
Yes. So less discretionary choices.
Yeah. And just the importance of dairy and unsaturated spreads. Dairy is important as it supplies the body with calcium, which is hard to get other ways, unless like external pills or whatnot. Dairy also gives the body potassium, vitamin D, and protein.
Good.
Unsaturated spreads are important as they help lower blood cholesterol.
I use Proactive.
Yeah, very good.